All right, let's pull this mic down. All right, here we are. Sorry for the extra long startup. Let me get this guy up here. Yeah, extra long startup. Making sure that I had everything a PC user could ask for. I got what's left of my coffee, which is now cold, mind you, not iced coffee, but cold coffee. We got a fresh carton of eggnog, which I'll just be chugging from, and some tea that's too hot for me to drink, which is why I have the cold coffee. But I don't have too much to start up with, so let's just go ahead and get started. I don't remember. I think I did a little bit of setting up for today. I'm not sure. It's been a bit. But let's get this boy up here. And Steam's already running. I keep forgetting to have Steam running before I get this guy going, and we gotta wait for that sucker to load. There it is. I got this low buzz that's happening in the background. I think it's something to do with my audio mixer. I'm gonna have to take like 10 to 20 minutes to suss out exactly where it's coming from.
Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of unknown origin...
Alright, so let's just get going here. Or maybe... did he crash? Okay, no, it was just an extra long load. Is this right outside the... oh, this is right outside the rod. Or, I guess, still in the rod, but you know. A little bit of crack in my throat. This might be a... oh, that... you know, I think it's just coming up on my end. I think it's just me who's hearing the buzzing. It doesn't look like it's getting picked up. It's hard to tell. So it might just be me. It might be a little bit of lit ASMR. Well, hopefully it's lit. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so I got the main quest and the side hardcore stuff. I only do the hardest ASMR. Okay. I'll go ahead and reread the quests, since I don't know how long it'll be till I actually get to read more stuff. Though, luckily, Clara's campaign has been really, what's it called? Dialogue heavy, which is good. Well, except when we spent an hour looking for flowers. Cheers, by the way. When the disease came to town, it was riding on the back of Isidore Barach. Stoch Reuben would have a lot to say on the matter, being Isidore's longtime associate. But Reuben has gone into hiding, which suggests an uneasy conscience. A little more reason to pay him a visit. Vlad the Younger will know what kind of hook may be used to open Reuben's doors. Hey, Septipus. Oh, yeah, I do the reading streams Monday, Wednesdays. Cheers. And the twins, which we'll maybe get to first, will organize it. Katerina's experiment yesterday did not bear fruit, but this was to be expected. Too many coincidences were working against us. Should be better today. Peter Statimatin, the most daring of builders, has a searing fire burning so brightly within him. Yet his spirit is weak, and the fire is all too easy to snuff out. Okay. Peter's, like, right by us, and we can bother him immediately. And Septipus, it's still pending, but we might have the blue apple soon. Not that you'll get a hold of it, unless you have an Amazon Prime account or something that you dump off on me. I don't get to have the fancy budget. Watch me for an hour, get free emote. So yeah, let's go bother Peter. And we're gonna work really hard to not catch the plague. We're gonna really try to put off the plague because, you know, if you have autism like I do, and you're into things like Civ or Age of Empires, that kind of stuff, not getting plague early on would make a large difference.
Truth is foundation
on the total amount of money I would have to spend.
Perfection of beauty, old boy. That's it. I can't take it anymore.
Oh shit, is this gonna bork my... By the way, this buzzing is... Let me see, wait. Let's see if I can see the buzzing. I don't know if anyone else hears that, like, white noise. I think it's just feedback. I think it's only on my end. It's gonna make me a crazy person. I'm afraid of spell casting immediately. Also, Peter's house doesn't have any music, and it's making me a crazy person. Okay, let me see real quick if I can.
Oh,
Okay, so that doesn't do anything. I need to go bother other people before I talk to Peter, I think. So we're gonna put off talking to Peter, because I think that spell casting won't take. I'm gonna bother Andre and Maria and see if I can get information on him. So routing. We can see Andre first pretty easily. And let's actively, since I get free plague maps as Clara, we can actively avoid the plague, which can be nice. Means this is like the worst place for the plague to be. So let's go bother Andre, though. How much do I have? 4, and I have Twirin. I'm going to hold on to the Twirin because Peter's an alcoholic, and if there's a time I'm going to use the Twirin, it's going to be for this side quest. I know that, but it's very possible that I don't know that, if you catch my drift. Really, 2 rats? Stroll on, mate. Just reload that. No ninjas. Okay. So let's go say hi to Andre. And stay well away from plague districts as much as I can. It might even be worth it to not visit people if they're in a plague district, if I don't have a specific reason to go say hi to them. Oh? Well, this is interesting. We got guards in. And there's no Andre here either. What day is this? Day 5. Where could Andre be? Curious. Why is Andrew not in the pub? And we got guards in here. I don't remember Andrew causing any problems until the military shows up. Huh. Well, that's a swerve I didn't expect. I guess we have to see Maria. Where could Andrew be? And why are the town guards here? I don't know, if anyone remembers what happens on day 5 with the other campaigns, remind me. We're just gonna have to carry on. Yeah, Andrew's not looking for more Twira. Let's see. Okay, well then let's take the long way around because I can visit Yulia. I was gonna say, I swore that these weren't labeled, but I think it's just been that long since I've looked at the names of the homes. Yeah, it's just been that words. So we can still visit Yulia, we can still visit Lara. See if they have anything to tell me. And then make my way to Maria. Because I have a feeling if I go straight to Peter, that I'm going to fall on my face. Because I need to find out his true name, which is probably still Peter Statimatin. But I also need a secret, and I think that technically adds Clara. I don't know that he's an alcoholic, and I need to find evidence that he's an alcoholic so that I can cast my spell on him. The fact that Peter's house is right next to where you get the quest kind of makes me think that it's a setup for failure. And if it's not, well, not too much of a problem.
Yes.
Okay, so nothing from Yulia. Let's go see Lara. And it's only the east side of town that's got anything, right? Oh, and the warehouse district. We'll probably have to go to the warehouse district at some point, but hopefully we can avoid it. Because, as I said a bit earlier, skipping a side quest to avoid the plague might be a net benefit. Especially there's the mission I did the previous day that got really out of hand, and I got massive amounts of plague. I'm quite lucky, actually, I was able to work that one out. Alright. Lara, do you have anything to say to me? I should probably increment a save for today, by the way.
Dogs are howling. Why?
Alright. Oh, is the bird being bad back there? Alright. So the bridge is just right here, and we'll go see Maria. I'm a little bit worried about food because I have... Actually, my reputation should hold up for a little bit. But it probably is draining as we speak. Dak. There we go. Oh my god. I got hung up so bad on this chunk of sidewalk. Okay. Alright. Taking all bets that Maria isn't going to have anything of value for me. If the bird wants to be in bed, he can be in bed.
The caprice of our temper is even more whimsical than that of fortune.
Looks like I might have been wise. Nay, this is looking more and more like I will end up being friends with her. You are deranged, aren't you? Oh, please, it's just that I really have no reason to be afraid of you. I'll never claim the throne you're picturing me on. Okay, I guess not. I guess that she just has a unique, dismissive dialogue. Okay, so I guess we have to go for Peter first. I'm gonna opt to not spellcast on him. I think that may be too greedy. Because I think that the spell will fail. And it'll make him suspicious of us. Street crime. Okay, I got this. Blessings be upon you. Sometimes I feel like... Where? Oh, it's just from this fight. But, sometimes I feel like her blessings are really effective, and sometimes I feel like they're just not. Like there's some kind of hidden value for, what's it called? Durability. Possibly based on, say, reputation. Just go around and bless people to death. All right. So let's go see Vlad the Younger. What time is it? 6:30. Hey. Blessings be upon you. I wonder if it's just like a sort of headshot thing. Where maybe the collision or detection for headshots is a little bit sketchy. That's very possible. All right. Hey, Vlad.
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
We're going to have to We're going to have to stop the work. Such a shame. It's been years since we were able to dig a well this deep. This dialogue option. Can I spit into it? What a low-class gypsy Clara is. Let's start with talking about Reuben. Tell me about Reuben. What do you want with Reuben? He's in danger. Is it true that the Soborovs have adopted you? It is. You see, I trust Alexander. I even want us to start building up a dialogue, and of late we've almost succeeded at it. But he's being too zealous about his duties. Is that a bad thing? I guess I'd better show my hand. Reuben won't be hiding for long. It's against his character. Listen, you might not want to hand him over the canes. He'll be of use to you yet. I almost slipped back into it. For some reason, my brain got ahead of myself with that. But will he talk to me? Bring him lots of Twirin and different kinds of meat. A good treat will make him happy. It's pleasant to accept food and drink out of a girl's hands. He'll talk to you. Thank you, that's good advice. All Reuben asks for is 3 bottles of Twirin. I think I have exactly 3. And 3 cuts of fine meat. That's gonna be tough to get. It doesn't look like either the Bachelor or Haruspics are friends of his. Why else would he be this hungry? This is interesting. Also realizing how short I am. Suddenly he's Big Vlad. Could it be that you dug up the sand pest there? Impossible. I'm studying the soil, and now the Bachelor has demanded a rerun of the tests. He's almost established for a fact that the disease originated in the earth. Yes, it probably crawled out from underground, but not out of my well. Oh?
Where are the dead disappearing to?
Can I spit into it? Okay. So, 3 cuts of fine meat. What technically counts as fine meat? And how much Twirin do I have? Oh, does it go? Oh, it goes in drugs. Okay, so I have exactly 3. 3 Twirin, but 3 cuts of fine meat. That's not free. The worst bit is, there's a decent chance I'll actually get Twirin from Peter. Or, yeah, Twirin. Time to start brainstorming on where I'm going to get that much meat. I assume by fine cuts of meat, it means the raw fresh meat, I believe is... I wish I knew what it meant by fine cuts of meat. I'm going to assume that dried meat is out of the question. I really don't like how vague that is. Well, if I get the wrong kind of meat, at least I'll be able to feed myself. On that note, I think I might have 7 razors, which should get me some meat from a guard. I want to barter. Okay, you suck. See, I don't think it's going to be the dried meat. Damn. My own hunger is coming up right now. I don't have any food for myself either. Not gonna lie, slightly worried. Is this the butchery or is it next door? This is it. And all he has is crackers and dried fish. And I don't have a lot of money. At least I do have things to spend. Well, 7 a.m. is coming up here. Maybe I'll be lucky and get a letter. I don't have any unwritten letters, right? No. I'm all caught up. We'll just not cross the bridge. There's nothing of value over there, I don't think. I'm trying to think of where other butcheries are. This is a butchery, so we'll pass by it. I feel like the subscript here is different for Clara. Day 5, which leads the Changeling to the conclusion that a peculiar mystery play-like event occurs in the town daily. But I feel like, if I remember, when it turned over to the fresh day and gave you the death count, it just said it all ends in less than such and such days. I don't remember it saying nothing you can do can stop this, and things of that nature. I don't remember it being so big on the doomsaying. Okay, the smoked meat. Very nutritious and filling. I'm guessing this is what it's on about. So let's go ahead and increment to save real quick. That's actually not too bad of a price. It's actually the value of one knife. I might need to go on a murdering spree. That might be the smartest thing to do with my time. Okay, so I actually technically made a slight profit there, getting rid of some bullets that I'll probably never use, and a knife that I can't use. The only negative of getting rid of the knife is that the town urchins do trade quite a bit for it. Murder civilians. Civilians never have anything of value, that's the problem. When I was Haruspix, murdering civilians was very much an option. If you just went around... I almost regret not killing more people as Haruspix. Because you can really balance out the reputation loss. Like, the amount of reputation you lost as Haruspix for just murdering rando civilians on the street kind of balanced out with the value of their organs. Please listen, this egg is way too expensive. This one egg costs as much as this smoked meat. Kind of want the milk though. I just want it. Also, I do need something to satiate my hunger a little bit. I wonder, do I need to actually be collecting not the smoked meat, but the fresh meat? I'm not sure. It could be either. It could be both. If I'm really lucky, he's not picky. I mean, the main problem is that there's nothing in the game, to my knowledge at least, called a fine cut of meat. I'll evade these rats by just going over this way. Wandering guards, I don't think barter. Yeah. Shove off, mate. Oh, goddamn. Go away, plague. I got a rat on me who's in full swiggity-swooty mode. Alright, so my strategy right now is don't try to spellcast immediately on Peter. Because I don't have any real information on him.
Drink with me.
Oh, or is this just a dismissal? I think so. Yeah. Alright, well then let's try spellcasting.
Things, old boy, which are more brilliant when unfinished than when finished too much.
Because I don't have an idea of what it is I should be doing necessarily. I spoke to Maria and I couldn't find Andrew. I have no idea where he is. Alright. Peter, oh Peter, I know of you this, you have defied the law of earthly gravity and defeated it. Will you agree to touch me, to brave the depths, to answer my questions candidly and without prejudice? What? And then I'll drink with you. So what do you think? Will you answer? Alright, I will. So I don't think my spell worked, but... Do you believe that it was your blasphemous deeds that caused this pestilence? I do. Well, that's... Alright, well, I guess I understand why now he's drinking so much. Are you prepared to change your convictions, repent, and admit to the fairness of the punishment? No, I cannot. But are you prepared to amend the consequences of your pride? I don't understand. My head is spinning. Where am I? I thought I was standing at the top of an extremely thin ladder. At a great height, the force of gravity was so strong that my knees gave way. I was so frightened that I lay prostrate and couldn't climb down, and I heard people laugh at me from far below, but I survived. You're all but dead, Peter. Do you understand what this daydream of yours means? I don't know. I'll do what Andrew says. Bring my brother to me. Where are you, brother? You're the only one I trust. I'm surrounded by ghosts, by translucent greenness, maras, and chimeras. The double-faced changeling. Only he is real, my support, my bulwark. I'll bring you a word from Andrew. Okay, well, I already know Andrew's not going to be there. Oh, did he give me some Twirin? Well, there's some of the Twirin. Now things become complicated. I will have to convert two instead of one. Men as different as each other as they are similar. Neither of the two will lend me his ear unless the other approves. This will be challenging, as their mutual support will reinforce their dangerous misconceptions. Enough of that. I must approach Andrew. The sooner the better. I hate the silence. This is going to make me crazy. I have to escape Peter's house before I start tearing hair out. Okay, I'm free. Get out of the plague as fast as I can. Had to double check to make sure I didn't get locked off from this side. Yo. There could be some legit goodies. The guard just died. Aces. Go on. Ah, no good drops off of them. Okay, so here's the smoked meat. Alright. Well, if he accepts smoked meat, I'm almost there. If it's fresh meat, whew. Doesn't help that there's two butcher. Oh. Okay. Only green Twirin left. We're out of black, and shipment marsh. And shipment marsh is due in the evening. Where's Andrew? Where's Andrew? Alexander is conducting mass arrests. Master Andrew has gone into hiding in case we get raided. A good call it was, too. He was barely gone when the patrolman showed up looking for him. Where is he? No one knows. I suppose he'll return as soon as Alexander starts hounding him. Then I'll tell him there was a young lady looking for him. Talk to Alexander. It appears that Father has decided to go ahead with the raid after all. I'll have to go back to him and beg mercy for Andrew. This won't be an easy task, but then Andrew will surely appreciate my assistance. Feelings of gratitude will make him easier to deal with. He won't be able to reject me as easily as he did before. Everything's going well. this way. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do if I have to ever go looting. That's gonna be a tough thing. I just, especially with the lack of mouse locking, looting looters is gonna be sticky
Why
business.
is no one being buried? That's suspicious.
Well, I mean, I guess he's not wrong. What are you waiting for? Did you order Andriy Setamatin's arrest? Yes, the scoundrel is almost as dangerous as his brother. Please, let him be for a while. I need to ask him a few questions. So you want him to poke his head out of his hole? Yes. The Inquisitor will arrive soon. It is my duty to restore order before I am removed from power. To fail to do so would be a terrible disgrace. Make an exception for Andriy. He won't escape your retribution. I can vouch for it. All right. But remember, the disease's human avatar must be delivered to me within 2 days. And if you don't find her, I will hand over the first suitable candidate I come across, so that the town is spared Karminski's rough justice. The death of that woman will be on your conscience. All right. Oh, yeah. I think it's a good call to just use photos of people. We need more, I don't want to say FMV, although I think you know what I mean if I were to say FMV. We need more photorealism in our vidges. I think it adds a lot. My gentle father will spare the architect. The twins will no longer refuse to open their souls to me. Andrew would know the news by now. He's bound to be on the way back to his den of debauchery. Okay, so I assume it just means he's in the bar. Oh, good. A street fight. Time for some blessings. Care to hear the word of God? All right. Are you joking? All right. This is the way we're gonna do it. What is this? Huh. Well, that's a new item. By which you mean, of course, the dev uses a portrait of, or uses his portrait for the Frankenstein character who goes around murdering people. Alright, well that hurt my reputation. I'm not sure what to do about this chest badge I just picked up. Why do I have a feeling that's going to bite me in the ass? Oh, Andrew. Hey, my boy.
Oh, I would have let my fists loose if not for these pins.
Buster your knuckles doing something else? Such a tiny little thing. I suppose you're looking for a job here. I've come to talk to you about your brother. He's in danger. What? What do you mean, in danger? Now you've truly grabbed my attention. What's happened to him? Let's go. You'll tell me all about it along the way. If I recall, it's not Andrew that's in love with Maria, it's Peter, unless I'm misremembering. I don't think he'll receive this too well, so accusing his brother of heresy might be a mistake. I don't think I'm going to accuse his brother of heresy. This might be a mistake. Andri, oh Andri, I know of you this. You're in love with Maria. Nonsense. I'm not in love with Maria. I do admire her. That goes without saying. But I only love one person in the world, and that's my brother. So cut the crud and tell me what's threatening him. Andri, I fear that this pestilence has been sent down upon him, personally. Even if it were so, yeah, I think I adequately sort of led him into talking more. Even if it were really so, what of it? It's one of those things where my brain, I might just be looking at the conversation and thinking different from the devs, but I think we were kind of on the same page. If an injured man bursts into your house fleeing from assassins, would you throw him out and at their mercy just so that no harm should come to your home? Why, even if there were 100 of them, we could only be saved by a miracle. Damn it, I'd grab my dagger and hope for that miracle. Persuade your brother to confess. Concede that the humble are right, and the pestilence will leave the town. What do you say, little pimp? That I should persuade my brother to side with the humble? Go to hell. Feel free to humbly accept whatever you please. Poverty, powerlessness, ignominy, stupidity, weakness, filth, war, but we will not. But, incest, please no. Please keep your fanfics very far away from me. And never bring this up again. So you're saying we have incurred wrath from above with our impudence. Liar. Double, triple liar. Oh shit, I got caught with the double liar, the triple liar. He's laying it down hard. I don't know what god you believe in, but I don't think you're even old enough to have a concept of one. And you are either a lying impostor or an abominable changeling, a temptress, a thing from hell, Shabnakadir, man-eater, made of dead bones and dirty clay. Please never. Put that back in the internet. That goes right next to Piccolo and Vegeta, okay? And it's never to be seen, except once a day. All right. You heard me. You know the reason. Shut up. What do you know about faith? What do you know about religion? You had barely been born and you already got your head full of ravings and of a failed prophetess who's writhing her hands in desperation and envy as she's watching a new star rise. Here you are, thinking you can lecture me, even daring to accuse of a heresy and a revolt against God. Dose up, boys. Thanks, Doc. I'm getting this guy really riled up. I didn't know. Christ. Pandora's box has been opened now. I didn't expect Andri to be so into the what's it called? Utopian ideal. He's fucking balls deep in this shit. He kind of seemed like the most detached of them when you're playing as Bachelor, but nah, he's fucking into this shit. Oh, but yes, precisely. And here's what I'll tell you. Only a godless aspetate. Is that what makes the frogs gay? He did build the monument, but at the same time, it came off as like an experimental thing. It seemed almost like they built it, and then as an afterthought, people began to be super into it. And that they more did it because it was a crazy architectural wonder that they just wanted to make. I mean, maybe after building it, they started smelling their own farts. Anyway. And here's what I'll tell you. Only a godless, I almost said apostate again. Apostate and a devil worshipper, which is what you, the Sabarovs, are, could dare deny the greatness of God's design. It is nothing like that tower built of ambition to topple heaven. It's a different world, you idiot. This tower was not built for the sake of faith or of faithlessness. It's something else entirely. What's the tower got to do with it? I will not betray my brother's creation, and I will not let you tarnish his name. Get lost, go to hell. Go back to the earth you came from. All right. I'll think about it. Perhaps I won't even go back to him at all. Well, that wasn't useful. His words cut deep. He's a true fanatic, a knight of arrogance and impertinence. My mother was right to say, it is him and others like him, and we have to blame for the pestilence. They're the ones who have caused it, and not the poor souls my father seeks out for persecution. Why do they persist? Can't they see the truth when it's right in front of them? Well, there's a problem. I don't know what to do now, necessarily. That didn't go well, and I'm not imagining a way that would have gone well. Well, let's go back to Peter. Well, let's actually speak to the Sabarava. She's on the way, anyway. This chalice on the floor always bugs me. I always see it out of the corner of my eye.
Went to hunt in barred houses.
Okay. So she's not got anything interesting to say. Let's go say hi to Peter. Because the quest hasn't closed. I was actually hoping by accusing him of being in love with Maria that he would spill the beans about something. No such luck. Because I know it's Peter who's into Maria. Oh, the silence of Peter's house. It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna hang myself.
It's essential to allow yourself no time to think. That's how you get to heaven.
I've talked to your... Oh, okay, yeah, that's the same dialogue. I've talked to your brother. About what? Don't you remember? Are you agreeing to convert to the faith of humility? My faith? Agreeing? Did I agree? How interesting. So what did my brother say? If Katerina is to be believed, it's all your fault. It was your pride that brought this all upon us. That sounds true enough. Confess. Well, in that case, I'd be better off dead. I'm the reason why he tries to kill himself on, like, day 10. When I reach that conclusion firmly and I'm drunk, or if, God forbid, I sober up and get hit by a horribly clear realization, I'll do the deed on my own. Yeah, if I remember, he actually becomes sober and gets super suicidal, and as Bachelor, you have to load him up with liquor so that he doesn't kill himself. Perhaps it's for the better. Farewell, Peter. No, Peter sees it all. The truth splits in half. The world is falling. I walk upon both sides of the moonlit way, following two different paths at the same time. Do the utopians dare mock the faith of humility? We need to think deeper here. An immediate gain would not necessarily lead to a long-term victory. That's fine, though. I'm Clara. And I am purposely playing to try and throw specific people under the bus. If I can get him to kill myself, that's just a plus for me. What's Turin made of? There's weeds that grow out in the steppes around here that they then distill into... I don't think it's... Yeah, steppe weed, basically.
My eyes look just like buttons, don't they?
I've talked to Peter. Oh, the pain. So how did it go? I just need to start loading her up with morphine so that she feels better. Oh, I actually got the offer here. So how did it go? Do you need morphine? Yes, I've taken some already. Would you like me to help relieve the pain? So what about him? Andrew ruined everything. He threw me out. Yeah, and herbal liquor. Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily alcoholic. I think liquid weed would almost be a better thing. Because I think it's a hallucinogen that just because they don't distill it per se. But, you know. Load up on morphine. Listen, rather than confront her about, Andrew not cooperating. Mom, you want some more morphine? But yeah, somewhere between alcohol and weed is probably fairly accurate. You idiot. Unforgivable stupidity. Why talk to Andrew? Maria's paramour. A debauched murderer. He will not leave us alone anymore. He will begin to guard them now, like a cock guarding his roost. This pain is unbearable. My temples are torn apart with hooks. You're useless. More useless by the day. What did you say? Why hooks? What's the matter with you? I didn't mean to say that. About you. Forgive me, this will pass. It's nothing, don't listen to me. You need to rest. Sleep, mother. Oh, there we go. Get her in chewable morphine. What kind of day is this? Did I do something wrong that would cause them to change so much? Maybe I didn't accomplish much today or the day before, but then I feel these failures are not something I could avoid. My new parents must be very tired by now. I struggle to imagine how difficult all this is for them. Was this just a setup to make me lose reputation? Fucking cheeky. Or maybe I did just fuck it up. Changeling's jobs are much more obtuse. I got a little bit of Twirin out of it, though. By which I mean one. I have to actually go murder people. Flintstones vitamins for Slavs. It's a good mix of chewable, like, Hulk Hogan vitamins and horse pills. Get some horse trank in there. Oh, good. Murder. I'll let him finish his fight. God damn it. The range on my blessing is so weird. I swear the sneak attack is worse than the regular blessing. Okay, so that saved me enough reputation. Oh, wrong building. No, thank you. My dude. Okay, so we got here the fresh meat of animal slaughtered hours ago. Nobody knows where this came from. Situation in the abattoir is unknown. Its innards close off to the common people, and any contact with the termitary is temporarily cut off. In any case, fresh meat is nutritious and tasty if properly cooked. So I'm going to get each of these. Yeah, so I got the chest badge here. This might come into play later. We'll see. Something worth selling to him. I don't need this much kerosene. Get out. Let me just unload my kerosene on you. Does fuck all as far as I can tell. I'll keep a tiny amount just in case, and to reserve the slot so I don't get stuck. I always have something I can drop in emergencies. Okay. So, buying it for a decent price. I feel like I got a bunch of money. Where did I get all this money from? Okay. So, let's go say hi to Ruben. And see if he'll accept the meat that I got. Because I got Twirin from him. So, we got liquor. And we got... Is that another fight breaking out? It is. Excellent. I'm getting good RNG for fights. So we're not going to actually go for the sneak attack, because the sneak attack seems to be worse than the front attack. But the range on my blessing is so powerful. Okay. Okay. Let's go. I miss being able to collect people's organs. That was fun. It was fun to watch Slavs go murdering people in the streets and just watching from around the corner, knowing that, ooh, I'm about to get some fresh organs. Let's see what these kids got. Hook me up, kid. Wait. Okay, that was a lot of dialogue. Wait. Wait, does he not have a dialogue to barter with? Okay, wait, here we go. It was just really hidden amongst his stuff. Oh yeah, no. Managing his inventory is awful. Wait. Does everyone have a bunch of different dialogue? No. They're, the positions... No, I don't need pain... Or at least I don't think I need painkillers. Let me double check. How am I doing on painkillers? I probably should get some. Yeah, this is a pretty easy trade. I should make sure that I have... Yeah, and that alone fills up your inventory. Granted, you have your really nice, secret lair. You do always just have to be a little bit conscious, though. Conscious. That, your pockets will fill up at any moment. Add to that, there's also the plagued organs. So, twice as many organs. Or is it just... Is it 5 or is it 4? You collect blood, kidneys, hearts, livers. I think it was just 4, but still 8 in total. Okay, my hunger's catching up a bit. Okay, I'm not gonna scum too hard. If I catch plague here, I catch plague. I'm worried. I don't want to go into the warehouses. Okay, so there might be plague just right away as soon as I enter. In which case I might try to go around. Yep. Fuck that. Fuck the whole trying to squeeze around corners. But now I gotta go around. This might also have plague in it. Every day I don't have plague is money saved on antibiotics. Alright, taking all bets. Does he accept the smoked meat, or do I need to get the raw meat? The fresh meat. I have a bad feeling I need to get the fresh meat, which sucks because it costs twice as much as smoked meat. I can easily afford it, though. What is pathologic? We're getting really deep existential questions now. Pathologic is a slice of life game in plagued Ukraine. And I'm trying to not catch the plague right now. Yeah, slice of life. It's... Hey, well, you know what? It's not untrue. That's probably the best classification that I would give it. Just most slice of life games do not take place in plagued East Bloc countries. I mean, it's not too different from, say, a Shenmue or Animal Crossing. The plague. Okay. Backdoor boys. Let's not catch the plague. Continuing to not catch the plague. Okay. Where are you, Reuben? I need you to accept my meats. Hey, Stach.
Damn bachelor. He's done something horrible, yet he managed to track the disease.
What did... Oh, wait. Did we just have the event where Haruspix murders the dancer to collect her heart? I want to talk to you, Stoch. I've got no time for you now. Get lost. How rude. Okay. So, he doesn't want smoked meats. I'm just going to reload. Or, I don't know, I got plenty of time in the day, actually, don't I? It's 10 a.m. Alright. Let's go say hi to Bad Grief while we're here, because who doesn't love to just meet with Bad Grief? I don't. It's actually hard to read his dialogue aloud. Because he uses so much, like, country slang.
Yeah, I sleep when I'm dead.
Okay. Nothing. Does he take a high price for... No, he actually takes less. Are you basically accusing Bachelor of being like Sailor Moon? Oh no, I woke up late. I gotta go see Georgi Kane today. He's gonna be so mad when he finds out I didn't do my homework. The atmosphere is disturbing. Yeah. Yeah, it really does capture a feeling of uneasiness. I'm technically playing in competition. There's 3 campaigns where 3 different people are actually competing to survive this plague. Okay. Haruspix is a secret crush. Are you saying... Well, where's the fanfic of Bachelor and Aspity vying for the attention of Haruspix senpai? So yeah, I'm technically competing with 2 other people right now, the Haruspix and the Bachelor. So they're off doing other things while I'm doing these things. I can use a little bit of the knowledge from playing the other campaigns to get an idea of kind of what Bachelor... So, as I was just saying before, Ruben brought up that the Bachelor just did something awful. As the Bachelor, you hire the Haruspix to murder a dancer and steal her heart to try and make a cure for the plague. If I remember, it doesn't work out that well, does it? Don't you just get a better vaccine, but not... Okay, all you got is fish and chips. Okay, so... I know... I'm trying to think of... That's a pharmacy. That's apparel. We got, I think it's this building and this building are butcheries. So we should try and go for them. Haruspix steals the heart for himself or something. Yeah, it's been a bit now. I'm trying to remember exactly what goes on. Because they're both involved. I remember as Haruspix, I was disappointed that I didn't get to murder the lady. I wound up instead murdering a wandering butcher, which was disappointing. I wanted to murder the lady. I was hyped for the murder. Yeah, no, my biggest complaint with the Haruspix campaign is it doesn't encourage you to murder civilians enough. I mean, well, the first mission as Haruspix is, would you like to murder a child? Oh, I have gotten completely disoriented. To my disappointment, though, not murdering the child I think is the better option. Okay. This butchery. This is probably... Or I've probably actually gone to this one. I don't recall. Okay. Yeah, he has bullets that I sold him. So I've definitely been to this one. I knew the hobo economy so well. Advanced East Block trading. Alright, so there's 2 butcheries in the plague part of town. I only have 1 fresh cut of meat. I don't know if the town guards ever barter for fresh meat. I think they do. As I recall, the better place to get fresh meat was actually from arsonists, which the Hunchback hasn't started the arsonist movement yet, so that's not going to help me. Just do a quick save right here. I think I hear a woman being murdered somewhere. Let me just reload that rat. Okay, what's going to be the safest way to get back there? Looks like going down and then underneath the bone steak lot. On the south side of it. Grumpy, do you know off the top of your head, is it that I need fresh meat to give Ruben? I'm thinking that's the case. I was grabbing smoked meat, hoping that would work, but I'm pretty sure I have to get the... Exactly this. Okay. I can buy more Twirin. Okay. That little bit of RNG might have saved me. Unless I just fucked myself because there's not enough Twirin. I gave up 2 Twirin. I need to buy 1. There's definitely going to be Twirin in the bar. Yeah, there's 3 Twirin. I'm gonna buy that shit. Take some lockpicks, my dude. You look like you could use them. Yeah, fresh meat. Ruben's had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days. Want to barter. I can't. I haven't murdered enough people. Well, let's go through the plague district, and we'll see if we can get some fresh meat there. Ooh. I hate the plague. Watch out for roaming jewel clouds, boys. Luckily, the plague isn't completely aggressive yet. Okay. Fuck everything. All right. We got plague, boys. God damn. All right. Such is life. I was really hoping I could go this day without catching the plague. Okay, no meat. Just go through trash bins. Well, we got plague now. At least I don't need to be as tight-assed about catching plague. Although I should still avoid it, of course. Fresh meat. And I don't have really anything I could give up. Let's give up a lockpick. Oh, right. Let's go say hi to Ruben. I'm still going to be playing a little bit smarter when it comes to avoiding the plague as Changeling. Mostly because I have the advantage of being able to see the plague map. And I can strategize a little bit more where it is I want to go. Because although I have plague, I can still unnecessarily make it worse by taking some deep drags of these lit vape clouds. So yeah, let's make our way all the way down here. I think we're gonna have some time. I want to see how bad it's gonna be, me trying to loot looters. Let's just try it right now. So I'm gonna scum a little bit because this is gonna be a test. Overwrite, so we're doomed forever to the plague. We have now committed. Okay. Okay, he seems to be immune to my blessings. I'm actually curious to try that one more time, because he didn't take any damage. I don't know what was up with that. I expected him to take one shot, maybe two, and then he kick my ass. The Slavic ninjas do not sin. I can't bless them into oblivion. Look at that. Are you immune? What? Do I have a minimum range? Also, that takes way too many shots. There's no way I can loot a building like that. And I think, as the Changeling, I can't use guns. So I can't just go in there with a pistol and blow away people. At least I'm pretty sure I can't use guns. I can't use knives. But yeah, the the Slavic ninjas. Most people don't know about the Slavic ninjas. They were known for heading down south into the Balkans. They could walk so they can run so fast they can run on pools of drachia. Slap you into existence. Oh, the illustration of Changeling? Yeah, it's surprisingly sweet for the gypsy girl. And all the more so makes Haruspex look like Frankenstein. Or Frankenstein's monster if you're one of those. If you're one of those people that I need to punch. Listen. Why don't people with the plague just eat bandages? It works. People who complain about that are as low IQ as Frankenstein's monster. Okay, we'll just walk up this infinite slope. No problem. You should see the calves on this girl. She's got watermelon thighs. She can just you know what? She can take watermelons behind her knees and just crush them. All right. My boy, I got my hookups. You ready for the hookups? I'm short.
Master would have approved of my actions.
I wouldn't know all the ins and outs. I'm not a Frankenstein expert. I brought you some meat and Twirin. Stach, will you eat? Ooh. Septipus is breathing fire. Would Frankenstein have the name of his body or the creator? I guess that gets into a philosophical debate that's too gay for me to bother with. That's moving fast into the realms of who will win in a fight, the Millennium Falcon or the Starship Enterprise. The answer is the Enterprise. Do you know how fucking big the Enterprise is? And how much more powerful it is? The Enterprise can change the atmosphere of planets. Also, physics works differently in each universe. Didn't accept him as his own son. Does this work like Roman emperors? How you just adopt whoever should be the guy next? Anyway, will you eat? Meat and Twirin? You're a sly one. Thank you. By the way, don't believe them when they tell you you shouldn't eat meat. You can unless it's raw. We've recently established that the disease doesn't survive for long outside the human body. Why are you hiding here? I'm an outlaw, just like you. Do you know what the word outlaw means? Tell me. There's no escaping the law. I didn't break the law when I stole Simon's body, but when I put up a struggle. Also, when I unveiled a forbidden secret. Ooh, what secret? Simon's blood has given us the vaccine, and I mean it. Simon fought valiantly against the sand pest. He was the only one to defy it. But he didn't last long enough. I think there are other bodies like his. And yet, his blood was special. How? It doesn't matter. It's blood that can fight the disease. And if the disease is the law and the will of nature, then this is the blood of someone who dictates his own will to the universe, instead of yielding to the whims of nature. That's powerful. I didn't expect that from Reuben. Oh, and Changeling concurs. Deep thought, are you a philosopher? Are you a philosopher? Like Nietzsche? Make some money. Quick, everyone, time to make Monty Python references. A little, as every doctor is. You see, I'm a Menhu as well, and every Menhu is an Oinen. Of course. But it was the bachelor who pointed me towards the idea. There are indeed special people in the world, people whose very nature challenges the law. Or challenges the laws, plural. If you help me, I'm going to search for such people. You're going to become the Ripper? Ruben's tapped in. Not necessarily. I try to use the kin to search for them when the termitary reopens. They deal with blood a lot. Maybe there was a reason Simon used such a strange principle to select his bound, seeing as his bound included children and thieves. May I ask you a few questions? No. I know about your hypnotic talents already. Fuck. Every time I can potentially spellcast on people, they're like, I'm wise to your shit. Although I really do like that Bad Grief got duped hard with his trinket. They keep dunking on me. I'm hating it. If you give me a pardon from Kane Sr., I'll tell you everything of my own accord. Honestly, I will. I'm on the brink of turning myself in anyway. Alright, I'll visit Kane. In the meantime, eat your meal. There. See what a hungry giant you are. Oh yeah, I forgot Ruben. It's not just because I'm Clara that he's tall. He was bigger than Haruspix. Okay. Reuben would not dare ask Georgi for mercy. He knows all too well what a crime like this cannot be forgiven. I wouldn't solicit on his behalf either, but something tells me that if I go to Georgi myself, I'll no longer have to enter the crucible as a thief in fear of being unmasked. Rather, I will become a mistress, really. Yeah, the 200 IQ. Well, obviously Grief didn't have 200 IQ, because he had his magic charm that didn't fucking work. Bad Grief, he was all self-confident that he had his magic charm that'll keep away my spells. And I was like, bro, dude, magic charms are fake and gay. Don't you know? Bad Grief fell for the magic charm meme. Nice gold ring. I don't think that the littlest kids take the gold ring, though. And they're the ones that'll hook me up with some schmouters. Actually, let me check my 6. 2. I'm a bit short. I'm thinking about things that the smallest kids take, because I'm pretty sure they're most likely to have the schmouters. If I can nail some more schmouters. Yeah, I know that the story has largely been stretched. Get nuts. That's a good call, actually. Especially because nuts don't go in your objects pocket. But yeah, no, I'm vaguely aware that the story has really experienced life as too little butter over too much bread. Also, nice voice crack in there. This is the point where we all point your fingers and laugh at me. Perfect time to get a razor, actually. Oh, fuck off. Alpha tabs suck. Trying to think of good places to get nuts, actually. Other than getting lucky looting places. They don't sell them at the bar, I don't think. They do sell the jewelry, which I think I bought some jewelry and I was disappointed as to how much it actually gets you.
And why is it called Earth Plague? Do you really know nothing about it, daughter?
It is past time for you to stop haunting his house. Georgi, I want to talk to you about your brother Simon. By the way, I think I'm... hilarious and embarrassing. I kind of get the feeling I'm getting kicked out of the house tonight. Georgi, I want to talk to you about your brother Simon. What could you tell me about Simon that I wouldn't know? Simon's not dead. Simon is not dead. He has lapsed into lethargy while he fights the Sand Plague. The traitor Reuben must have known about it. Find out where he's hiding and ask him whether it's still possible to undo at least some of the damage. I won't tell you unless you promise to pardon him. I shall only make that promise on the condition that he stands a fair trial, and, knowing Reuben, I am prepared to believe that he himself will prove to be the most harsh judge of all. That's why I only want him found. Nothing more. All right, I'll find him. What will you accept as proof of his innocence? His word of honor would suffice. Let him swear that he would not attempt to escape. You shall vouch for him. Is it true that Katerina has recognized you as a mistress-to-be? This means you cannot lie. All right. Little does he know I lie all the fucking time. No justice would be able to clear Reuben of his guilt, even though Georgi seems to have acquitted him already. This hardly matters anymore, though. They have named me the mistress. Ace. I think sometimes the apparel stores will have nuts, because sometimes the apparel stores will just have odds and ends. Oh no, let's pass by an apparel store. So there's like, I think there's something sticky on my mouse pad. There's at least something high traction on it. Something abrasive. I think you can also get sewing needles from the apparel stores, which also would get me schmouters. Dag. My reputation dropped back down. I have to murder more people. Such is life. The higher friction on my mouse pad right now, it's just tiny enough of a difference that's making me into a crazy person. It's just because I'm kind of feeling around and I can't quite figure out what exactly it is. I probably stuck a booger under my mouse. That's probably what happened. Let me see. There is something like right here. No idea what it is though. Have to take a nice cloth to it. It's probably cheap to fix, yeah. It might make a slight difference if I stick it on real quick somewhere. Okay. I don't need too much more to be prepped to buy some schmouters from a kid. Oh, yep. I already forgot that people hate me. It seems like sort of midday after 7 a.m. is when my reputation goes down the most. I don't know if that's actually the case, though. It definitely doesn't seem to go down below 50%. It seems to want to always just stagnate back to it, kind of like immunity does. Yeah, I'm thinking that the butcheries, they really only sell, as far as the really small crap, crackers, which the kids don't take, which I was disappointed that they don't. Not a lot of good bartering stuff right now. I'm worried that Ruben's gonna do something dumb when I go talk to him. It's quite likely that he will. By the way, we didn't talk much to young Vlad. I expected there to be more with him. It actually seems a little bit odd in retrospect that I had to go talk to him at all, you know? Did that plague person just drop? Okay, it was this guy that... Yikes. I just saw that person die in front of me. I was wondering what happened. Alright, Ruben. My boy.
Master would have approved of my actions.
I've spoken to Georgi, and he has agreed to pardon you. I've already told you why I ripped the body apart. I won't be able to bring Simon back, but I might try to discover his secret. If Georgi cares more about his brother's mission than his person, he'll agree. What do you know about the Shabnak? My master did tell me he met a woman in the steppe. He asked her where she was going. She said, to the warm people. Could it have been just a woman? It was the disease in human form, a spirit. If my master said this is possible, then it must be so. And she did have the face of a woman. I know nothing else, except that my teacher didn't die of the disease. He was murdered. Thank you, even though this is hardly reassuring. What can I say about Ruben? Here's a man who has committed the most harrowing of murders, and yet he is no more guilty than the rest. Would I be able to get this message through to Father? Okay. I have a feeling this is going to kick me out of the house. Because let's look through my adherents. Oh. Oh, yeah. For some reason, my brain will switch Ruben and Andrew for whatever reason. Bad Grief has been accused. We've had Ruben, we've had Aspity, we've had Anna. Still not met the foreman. I don't know who else I find it highly unlikely that he's going to accuse, say, Yulia of the... Also, I think the Inquisitor arrives tomorrow. This is his last chance to try and catch someone, I believe. So with the arrival of the Inquisitor, he's probably going to boot me out of the house. So taking the longer, more roundabout ways, but the safer ways that will try and keep my infection low. All right, cheers. Let me see, how much more? I got at least 20 more minutes. I have to do a bunch of, I have to do a bunch of video editing when I'm done. So I'm not looking to stay too long after. I had awful sleep last night, so I won't be planning to jump to bed straight away. Instead, capitalize on my awakeness. Probably should have gotten out of bed and read something or what have, but... It was one of those nights where you refuse to get out of bed. You know, I laid down at... I'm trying to think. I think even just like midnight, I might have laid down. And laid in bed. Didn't wake up till, or go to sleep till, say, 6. Grace. There's a creature that wants to have a word with you. They call it a Shabnak, and I think it's the man-eater itself. Although I don't find it all that scary. Perhaps there's some mistake. It wants to talk to you. Your friend Grace. Well, Grace, that sounds like a whole lot of fun. And I'm going to turn around and start doing that. I want to meet the Shabnak. I'm gonna shit. I'm gonna shit myself when I go to Grace's house and I'm there. If that's the case, it would be a really sick effect, actually. If, when you enter the building, I'm actually already standing next to Grace, and Clara is standing across from me at the door. Unload those rats. So not being able to loot houses isn't the worst penalty. I think actually getting the plague map and what have is a decent trade-off. Being able to loot houses would also be a little too easy for keeping my reputation up. Alright, taking all bets that I'm going to open up the door and I'm going to be inside the building already. Inside the, I guess, mausoleum or wherever it is that she lives. I guess it's just a stone shack. It's nothing, you lied to me.
Why don't they bring anyone here? So quiet.
I mean, it is a graveyard. It was so good of you to come. A dreadful, dreadful creature has been haunting the cemetery. It peered into my window last night. It didn't look evil to me. I should rather say it was miserable. But as soon as I saw it, I realized at once it was earth-spawned. It was made of clay and bones. Was it her, Shabnakadir? I don't know. It just looked somehow off. Just like the kind of creature that the Earth would make. The Earth doesn't know what we really look like. It can't create a woman that no one would tell apart from a real living one. Can it? I, too, used to think it was a girl with a pair of sharp bones for legs. What made you think it was miserable? Its face, and just everything about it. It wants to speak to you. It pleads for protection from some danger. What kind of danger? I don't know. How am I supposed to meet it? Is it going to haunt you again tonight? It will be at the Raggy Barrow come nightfall. It's been going there for a long time. I even think it may have been born there. Perhaps it's about what's buried in the barrow. Anyway, wait for it there, but stay away from dangers. Dangers? There are horrible people everywhere now, and their numbers are growing. They kill, they torture, they stab and slash. Seems like no place is safe from them anymore. I dread to think that they might soon start digging up graves. I'll be on my guard. Grace told me that my best friend will meet me by the cemetery. My best friend. Alright. Will meet me by the cemetery at 9 in the evening. But who might that be? Grace says the two of us are very much alike. The more I think of it, the more I believe the mysterious friend is none other than Shabnak Deer, the man-eater made out of bones and clay. Alright. 9 p.m., that's like 100 years from now. I mean, what, is it noon? Oh, it's 3 p.m. Okay, 3:30. Is my, oh, that, nope. Exhaustion's not really catching up to me. Probably the smartest I need to eat. Yeah, I know. I'll probably just do that now. I was avoiding eating for a bit because I didn't know what it was that Ruben was going to want exactly. Huh. Watch. Shabnakadir wants 3 smoked meats. Oh. Oh, that's going to suck. Every time her infection increases, she has a choking fit. That is going to scare the shit out of me. That's not going to be fun. God damn. I'm not looking forward to that. Did I spill something on my mouse pad? I can't even imagine what. It's bothering me. Could you guys... Thanks. Well, at least they stopped that criminal scum. Rat, fuck off. Nailed it.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
All right. Let's do this. Ruben was frank with me. He said the disease has taken the shape of a woman. Fuck. That's me. Is he guilty? No. And he doesn't know who is. Alright, let him live. So the disease is, after all, walking around disguised as a person. A woman. But who is she? Oh, maybe I can hold on for a couple days if he starts accusing Yulia and Laura. Who indeed? Tomorrow we shall examine Yulia. Okay, so we still got some more time in the rod. She's a recluse, and I've had my suspicions about her for a long time. Even if it isn't her, she should at least give some clue as to where to look for the witch. She is intelligent. Certainly. Hey. That's the first time he didn't immediately, like, say, well, this is going to be bad for your reputation. It was the first time I didn't have to decide someone's fate, and the first time I am happy I didn't. Ruben chose death for himself. Something tells me that I will see him again before long, and this time someone will be kind enough to confront him. Shit, is he gonna get sick because of that? I don't know exactly how I would have avoided that, though. Okay. Just checking my goods. So, the time is 4 p.m. 5 hours of sleep seems like a lot. Dealing with the times that Chageling is awake has been a bit rough. But I don't even have all that much I can do since I can't go looting. I mean, I could try to do a bunch of bartering while bartering is still an option. Oh, hey. Been a while since you've been around. Hey, Jules. What was I doing? My brain stopped. Oh, yeah, I wanted to check the bar to see if by any chance I could buy some walnuts or something from him. But I don't think that there's a consistent way to get hazelnuts or I've been alright. Okay, let's see if I can steal some of this. Let me squinks on in. Please. Alright. I probably should have just ignored that one with how many guards was on him. Let's actually buy some of this rubbish, especially because it'll stack. Do I got something I'm willing to part with? Guard's been weirdly congested. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. Dunno. So here's something I've been curious about. At the end of the day, when it says like number of people who have died, etc., is there anything that controls that, or is that just like a scripted number? And does that influence at all? Like, if you can control it, does it change how many people wander the street, like the frequency or the quality of goods that they drop, etc.? I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's all just scripted, but it is a thought to have. Yeah, I assume it's just flavor as well. So, I have a little bit of spare time to wander with before I nap and see if the Shabnakadir is in fact me. Not entirely sure what... You know what I can do? Because I'm not too far off from getting enough goodies to actually purchase some schmouters. And we can work towards that a bit. Let's say an hour or two pass, take a quick nap. That's cool, kid. I don't need morphine. Doing alright. Oh, I should have checked what she would have traded for. Because I got some of that jewelry and seeing if she would take any of it, you know. I think all I need is, say, 2 sewing needles. And then I can start trading for schmouters. Because here's a clever thing. If I trade for schmouters, I can go loot. I mean, I do have 1 schmouter, but I'd like to make sure I have 1 on reserve. I could go looting in plague buildings. I was the plague all along. He can talk, he can talk, he can talk, talk, I can sing. I want to see the Planet of the Apes musical. I mean, honestly, dumber trash gets made into musicals. But yeah, if I get some schmouters from a trade, I can just go nuts looting plagued houses. Watch, this is going to be the last day that I have extra time to spare. This is really nice, by the way, after having done the Haruspix campaign, that I can just fill my pockets with trash. Apocalypse Now the musical. No, I want Apocalypse Now on ice. It would work much better, because you could have the pyrotechnic shows and stuff. We can have all the choreographed soldiers. I want Stone movies on ice. I want JFK on ice. That would be good. Or no, JFK would make a better musical. I want JFK the musical. I want Nixon the musical. Dry ice for tropical fog. You can't deny. Never doubting. I don't know if you could do a Nixon musical. It'd have to be more of a tragedy type deal. It'd have to be a little bit more straight-laced. Sure. I'm doing good on water, honestly. And although that's not an optimal trade. I keep meaning to check, which of the kids actually accept the earrings. A letter. Capella. Everyone wants to talk to me, damn. Come to the lump at once. Sneak into my chambers. No one will recognize you in the dark. We need to talk. I had a prophetic dream tonight, and you were in it. A terrifying calamity will happen tonight. I have the feeling you're the only one able to prevent it. Waiting for you. Victoria Ogimsky the Younger. Alright, well. I guess we're gonna be a busy girl today. Sneaking up on giving me letters here at 5:30. I'm by the theater right now, right? Yeah. Okay. Been a while since I've gotten to actually read stuff. Let's go. Don't worry, when I do my War and Peace Katamari Damacy stream, we'll have nothing but reading. I might not be able to do 2-hour streams, though. We'll see how that does. I'm partly thinking maybe I should try a shorter book before I go straight for War and Peace, but listen, someone's got to read it.
What?
Clara, dear, the time has come for me to seek your help. Rest assured that this is a most solemn appeal, as befits a mistress addressing another. Do you know what that means? When a mistress seeks the help of a mistress, her rival and foe, can you fathom the force and the joy that breaks forth into the world when their hands touch? I can guess. Are you and I really mistresses, though? Can you really say something like that to me? Why joke like that? I had a dreadful dream last night. I saw a sinister creature come in the dark of night. Thing of the steppe, Shabnakadir. She sneaked into the cathedral and killed everyone. Everyone who was hiding there, all around. I saw the dead. The dead. I forgot about that event, where everyone goes into the cathedral to hide from the plague, and then like half the people in the cathedral end up catching plague and dying? How can I help you? I do not know if I should trust that dream. Maybe it was no vision. I'm not used to having those yet, and cannot tell a dream from a dream. And the children wouldn't stop talking about the Shabnakadir to me. They've been told all those scary things. Is there any way we can verify that? Could you ask Maria if she's had the same dream? Maria hates me. Why don't you ask her yourself? If the dream is prophetic, it will destroy her bachelor. An envoy from the capital is arriving the day after tomorrow, and everything will depend on them. Okay, day after tomorrow. I thought Inquisitor was showing up tomorrow, but we got one more day before the Inquisitor shows up and starts hanging people. Maria will never go so as far as to put her bachelor's success at risk, and I'll reward you. But why don't you write a letter to her? But why don't you want to write her a letter? She'll laugh at me. If I let her see that I doubt my own abilities, it will give her a great advantage. We are rival mistresses. These are crucial these days. The mistress that shows herself the most capable of all is the one that will be entitled to wield power. Why are you calling the two of you mistresses anyway? I don't know about Maria, but you? How are you a mistress? I'm still only a girl, but that will change. Try it regardless. The Canes don't think that bad of you. They always try to be intimidating. They like to dramatize everything. They enjoy striking up a pose. My dear, I'll reward you just for asking the question, if you only ask it on your own behalf. Please. All right, I'll do it for you, but I'd only do it for you. Do you understand? Okay, guess who's getting thrown under the bus? Okay, let's see. The cathedral. Capella had a bad dream last night. It's time to toll the alarm. In case Maria has the same nightmare. Something evil is crawling into the cathedral. On the other hand, I had no dreams tonight. Nor the night before. None at all. So, if I have the option, I'm going to just throw Capella under the bus and say that she has no idea what she's doing. Can't stand theater people. They're the worst. All right, Maria. I'm glad I got something to do before I had to take a nap and go visit the Monster Mash. Although from a sort of pure gameplay standpoint, I wish I could wander a bit more and collect trash. Okay. When I can start getting really good drugs from those urchins, I'm gonna be super set up with all these pocket watches and razors. Okay, so she'll take the earrings. That's for 3. It's a pretty good trade. It's honestly worth being in my pocket. But I'm still too short of 10 if I want to try and get schmouters from a kid. Yeah, well, what do you expect from people who professionally try to be someone else? If you feel me. There's no way that, that sort of profession is good for your psyche. I'm thinking about only 3. Sure. I don't think I'm scalping myself. 3 is a pretty good price. And, well, now that I caught the plague, we're gonna need to start collecting medication. Oh, I was really hoping I could go this day. I mean, once the sort of rust-colored plague starts rolling in. Yeah, well, you should take the Roman opinion on actors.
I'm feverish. What can it be?
Prostitutes and slaves generally held a higher rank than actors did. Nay, this is looking more and more like I will end up being friends with her. You are deranged, aren't you? I have some extremely important news. You cannot possibly have important news for me. You cannot possibly know something I do not. Capella has had a bad dream about tragedy striking at the cathedral. Very soon, perhaps as we speak. Have you had the same dream? You are not a particularly strong mistress if you ask questions like this. You are doubting your claim. I'm going to have to disappoint Capella. I did not sleep last night. So she thought I was lying. I did not sleep last night. I was in a lot of pain from that drug. I might have died, were I not who I am. So you don't know. I got no sleep because I was waiting for Simon's memory to accede. For some reason, he never turned up at the focus. Neither today, nor yesterday. That means Simon is still alive. But I will sleep tonight. That's interesting. Why isn't... Okay. Perhaps I will see my mother. Then I'll ask her your question, mistress. What if it is too late? Fine. Oh good, you're too much. Obviously, you should go to Daniel, not me. Or are you afraid of Daniel the demon? Then sneak in. He won't be at home anyway. Take the keys from the cathedral and go inside. If there is trouble, I'll find Daniel myself. All right, I'll do everything you say, so you may understand who I really am. All right. Yeah, entertainers in general, which is part of the reason why Nero is looked upon so poorly. Nero, comparatively to most Roman emperors, although he has a massively bad reputation, wasn't that bad, comparatively speaking. But the fact that he loved acting and singing and dancing, that was words. Forget sentences. Also, ignore my plague. Nice. Excellent. Okay. We're now on Schmouter Watch. Don't drop a single fishing hook or sewing needle. Unless I get more, of course. I'm perfectly fine. My plague is nothing to worry about. I'm having coughing fits because I smoked too much weed, you guys. It's not plague, I swear. Oh, well, Daniel is here. Maria said you'd be out. I just like...
Should I just give up? Truth does not do as much good in the world as the appearance of truth does evil.
What are you doing here? I need the keys to the cathedral. And what would you need the keys to the cathedral for? Maria told me you had them. What? You and Maria talked to each other? Unbelievable. Maria denounced you as a changeling and said that if you came to her again, she'd have you thrown into the Gorgon to see if you'd sink or swim. Does this mean you've swum? No. So you sank. That makes you a non-witch. But then you must be a revenant. I don't know which is worse. Shame that the bullets in my revolver are leaden and not silver. Perhaps they'll do too. Bachelor, give me the key. Why don't any of you believe me? Why am I the only one you're ever suspicious of? Never. They would never even let me in unless I walked into an infected district first. Then I'd have to spend the whole day inside. Those are the orders. Although, it'd be a good idea to check up on how they're doing water supply-wise. What with the new people arriving all the time. I'm not sure the water sources can handle the load. You've given me a great idea, Bachelor. Bachelor didn't have the key. He gave me an idea, though. My gift provides me with influence sufficient to control the bound. Can I possibly fail to persuade simple townsfolk? Alright. Fuck Dinkovsky. In his snakeskin trench coat. Alright. Luckily, I probably have plenty of water. Let me see. 49 water. Oh, believe me, they will be. They will be plenty gullible. Especially because I'm a character, my character, everyone will believe me when I lie. I've actually had people call me out on me saying the truth more so than me lying. Well, except there's a tendency for people to go, I know you can cast spells. You from an infected area? This place has been quarantined. Here's the rules. 12 hours indoors, regardless of time elapsed since leaving an infected quarter. We mark the time of your entrance. If you see someone inside with signs of illness, knock at once. Do not approach the infected person until they are escorted out by executors. I'm just a messenger. Do you perhaps need anything? Frankly, we could use some water. There's more people by the hour and we're running short of spring water. People are thirsty. If you've got water, bring us some. 20 flasks or so. The least you can do. I have plenty, but... Through this, don't kill the messenger. They don't have anything to drink. Here comes my opportunity. The guard asked me to bring 20 bottles of drinking water. Let's get to work. Easy. Look, I've brought water. Are you thirsty? I'm so grateful to you, girl. Look into my eyes. What have you got here? Can I touch? Must be some dirt in my eye. Sorry. Maybe a piece of clay. I need to rub my eyes. Where are you? You don't see me. You haven't seen anyone. And you haven't heard my voice. What is this? The clay in my eyes won't go. Who's there? Who are you? Don't worry. It'll be all right. Let me through. Can't collapse these. Remember being able... The guards do not see me. The way inside the cathedral is open. Spell casting success. Well... I wasn't expecting the cathedral to be so packed, with people staring at me. Are these pod people? Alright. The cathedral is clear. Everyone inside is alive and well. No evil passed this way. Capella will be relieved to know it was nothing more than a bad dream. I can't even get deeper into the cathedral. I'm leaving. Alright. I did my job, Capella. Well, I brought plague in. Tomorrow, I think only half of them will be alive. Dag, my reputation is going down again. It's probably because of all this plague. Will the children still barter with me if my reputation is low? Seems so. Just gonna be storekeepers. And I think the town guards will refuse to barter. This is going on to be a slightly longer stream, but that'll be fine. I want to finish out this day. This has been an interesting day, and I want to see the Shabnaka deer. And we'll also watch the mime performance. I'll probably end it right after I watch the mime performance. Damn, kids, give me some schmouters. I don't need bullets. Oh yeah, your day has just begun, hasn't it? Dag. It is nice knowing that I don't really have to ever stock up on bullets. However, it is worrisome knowing that in a couple days, people are going to be throwing Molotovs at me. And I wish I could use a gun. Unless I can use a gun. I'll be very surprised, though, if I can.
The winter comes soon, I hope.
So what is it? What's happening at the cathedral? I've been to the cathedral. There are plenty of people there. All of them alive and well. I didn't see a single infected person. There'd be none to see in any case. They say it strikes at once. One faints before one can take 3 steps. Only someone special, someone like Baruch, Simon, or a bound person, can withstand the sickness for a long time. Are you at ease now? Yes. Insofar as it's all possible to be at ease now. Sometimes I'm glad my dreams don't always come true. And Maria. Have you seen Maria? I have. Did she abuse you, or was she kind? You didn't mention my name, did you? No, I should say it was an enlightening visit, and I'm most content with how it turned out. She gave me massive dosh, too. All you gotta do is lie. Listen, who wouldn't trust this sweet face? I wouldn't. I'm not gonna trust no gypsy. She's gonna weave me a bracelet. Okay, so we're getting quite exhausted. We're gonna take a nap until 9 p.m., where we're then going to see the monster. And once again, taking all bets that I'm going to see me. Well, it helps when you're a saint. You know, one of those saints that lies all the time. I'm disappointed, though, that I didn't... I did get to do some spell casting, but I didn't get to do the, my, Lasso of Truth spell on anyone. That's always the most fun. All right. My reputation is still really low. I mean, not... It's dropping. Oh, some Slav. If I murder him, then the townspeople will love me. Yeah, I need to go, like, perform some miracles so people like me again. Dag. Get bit by a rat. Oh my god, this is going every way wrong. Okay. Dag. At least I got some crackers out of it. Well, that sucked. Let's go through this way. Okay, nothing. The question is do I need to take painkillers before I go to sleep? I probably should. I should do, like, just a little bit of Medirum before I go to bed. Because this plague is going to start catching up to me. Luckily, I have plenty of stuff to barter with and get a good supply of Medirum. Okay, so it's currently 8. That might have been a waste of Medirum. So, okay, you say that. I know Aphex Twin, but I've never seen him. So, I'll have to take you for your word. I'll assume he looks like Comtrues. Okay, so... Okay. Oh, it's gonna be the albino. Well, that's no fun. It spoiled me. Let's not catch more plague. Yeah, I didn't realize how much time had passed. But it was probably worth it for a quick nap. Is this rat gonna see me? Okay, keep going. I can prove to everyone that I'm good. I'll just let him murder this police officer first. You know, fuck it. Okay. Yeah. For whatever reason, the sneak attack sucks. Oh, god damn it. Ah, ruining everything. Nailed it. Okay. I didn't unload this rat. Okay, go. Alright. To the barrow. Okay, so I want to go around the north side of the graveyard. Oh, is that his proper name? Yeah, I know Aphex Twin, but only sort of peripherally. To my recollection, I think I haven't stuck onto him too well because his stuff is usually a little more high energy than I'm into. Not that I'm not into high energy stuff. It's just, when I go for high energy stuff, it's... Let's see what's... Let's go ahead and save. I think there's a bunch of Slavic ninjas here. But why? And the albino up at the top. What's going on? Okay. I'm guessing you guys are not... Okay. They don't seem to be aggressive. Now they are. Dag. Blessings be upon thee. This is awful. My blessings aren't very powerful against ninjas. go. One of them had tons of goodies. Too bad it's hard to see. Yeah. Oh, where'd the other one go? I'm never gonna be able to find his body. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna find it. There's still another one up there, and he's probably gonna turn aggressive soon. I got a flower. I just got a flower drop. Get out, game. This guy doesn't understand hills very well. All right. There you are. There you are, little one. So tiny. That's because Earth was in short supply. Do you know who you are? Of course I know. I am Clara, a thief, and possibly God's chosen one. There's no other explanation for the miracles I performed. I can't tell. Your nature is still unclear. That's also what's making the Earth unstable. You're lacking oneness. You are the void through which everything is collapsing. The firmament is no longer firm. Let's not talk about my sister. The cemetery's caretaker's daughter said you were in danger. Why? Because you are in danger. What's the danger? You'll find out later if I don't get killed. I killed the albino as the bachelor. Be careful. There will be a hunt for you tomorrow. Everyone will turn against you. Your protectors will disown you. Use these last hours to find provisions and shelter. And tomorrow, do whatever you're asked to do if you want to survive. I don't believe you. You're a mendacious spirit, just like the rat prophet. That one was a spawn of the earth too. You're saying this in order to destroy me. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to, but if everything I've said comes true, spare a kind memory for me. You are flesh of my flesh, and I love you, even though you and I are only a few days old. How can you be a few days old if Sticky's been trying to track you down for years? You're lying. Forget years. The town itself is barely a month old. Farewell. Remember me. Farewell, funny man. There he goes. Nothing to be afraid of. My gift and I seem to be of a single mind and body. Did the visit to the unconsecrated cathedral fill me with grace? Or am I really become the mistress of the earth alongside Victoria Maria? Tomorrow my mother will witness my power. But that's not what I want to read. I didn't read that one before. I need to read Best Friend. The creature is indeed me, hated by everyone and all, born of some mysterious power, suffering, vulnerable. I am the epitome of everything that has befallen the town since the disappearance of Simon Kane, the suprahuman. But that also makes him the key to our salvation. All right. Bye, buddy. Okay, well. It's a bit late for him to say, start stocking up on supplies. It's like the end of the day already. Come on. Come on, corpse. I think it's just been lost to the earth now. Not that it's despawned, but this grass is tall enough that even spotting the bodies that were right in front of me was really hard. Hopefully you didn't have anything too good. I'm hoping I actually got the best one, because that actually did stock me up with good supplies. I got some gold rings, bracelets. I got this flower. Alright, so the last thing there is to do is... It's 10:30. probably be worth it to hit up the rod, take a 1-hour nap. We'll go and see the mime performance, and we'll close it out for the night. Also, I took the south exit. It's gonna be slightly longer. Because I'm smart. I like that the ninjas basically waited for me to be in the worst position possible before jumping me. I'm like wandering around like, hey, yeah, I'm cool. What was that about? Yeah, it's worth it to sleep 1 hour. Otherwise, I'll end up walking around in circles in front of the cathedral. If it was 11:30, I'd probably go straight to the theater. Yeah, I have a feeling my reputation is gonna take a severe hit, and I'm gonna gold ring in the trash, and I'm gonna have a lot of trouble feeding myself. Oh yeah. No one likes me. My sister keeps going around causing trouble. Now I'm disoriented. Go this way and we'll pass by the bar. I think the bar will still barter with me. I think it's just the normal shops that won't. And these guys won't. Oh no, they will. Not that I have enough to buy any food off of them. They keep kill stealing. How's my plague doing? Not too bad. I was probably overly defensive about trying to heal my plague as the Bachelor. But at the same time, drugs were in such abundance playing as the Bachelor that it really wasn't a problem. A letter right now? At 11? By this evening, I'm going to make a visit to the cathedral. They need me there, I feel, else the worst could happen. Where are you? What do you have on your mind? I've lost your trace once again. I also cannot escape the feeling that the Bachelor and the Haruspics, the two merciless strangers whom nature itself would command to eliminate each other, have joined forces to destroy me instead. Where are you? I'm so worried about you. Sissy, you're killing my reputation. I can't even buy food. There's a rat following me, so I'm gonna have to make a move here. Okay, so we'll do a 1 hour nap, and that'll push us past midnight.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
Clara, have you heard what happened at the cathedral? No, what? People who'd been in the streets and faced the threat of infection were being sheltered at the cathedral, per the Bachelor's orders. He had something in between a shelter and an isolation ward set up there. Last night, a disease carrier infiltrated it and infected the entire crowd with sand plague. It's horrible. Are they all dead? Yes, almost 400 people. I have no doubt that the real culprit behind our present calamity is going to meet her end today. Who could it be? I'm positive that a certain Yulia Lyryacheva is the perpetrator. I never have to say her last name, so I wasn't prepared for it. Items belonging to her have been found at the cathedral. Waste no time, or she will escape the reckoning. Expose that warlock, or else somebody will warn her, or accuse someone else. Yes? Will you and Katerina love me as before? Will you not give up on me if they ask for my head? Who would ever demand that from us? I'm the governor. The Canes are devastated by the loss of Simon. I've just found out that the old Gimskis are equally devastated. The Termitary affair has come to light in view of the Inquisitor's arrival tomorrow. You are our heiress. You will carry on when we are no more. Who could tell me how to approach Yulia? She's fond of Eva, and Eva, it seems, is fond of her. Try talking to Eva. I'll try. Eva likes me well enough. Let me catch up. I think I got a letter. She spoke to me in a dream, and she said, I made a mistake, for I wanted to do the right thing, but instead I have lost my gifts, exhausted my powers, and dissolved into the crowd of simple people. I need to go into hiding now, to avoid their false accusations. An alarm bell can be seen from the window of the house where I will find shelter. The air is glowing hot all around it. Before long, it will it will toll heavily. Oh my god, I'm really choking on my words right here. Yeah. Before long, it will toll heavily over the Gorchen. The prophecy of the angel twins comes true. Is this you, my imaginary sister? Someone snuck into the cathedral earlier tonight, spreading pestilence. What about Yulia, whom my father seems to hold guilty? I need to ask Eva Jan about her, to obtain the hooks that may help turn Yulia inside out. There she is again. I can see now that she is precisely who she pretends to be. I definitely need to find her. The infected district is the place to search, for where else might she hide herself? If somebody drives her out, the pestilence will leave her, or will leave with her. But if she is allowed to stay, the disease will remain as well. Let's see real quick. Ooh, only one infected district. At least I have some schmouters. But I'd like to get more. I have a feeling that I'm going to have to run through a whole bunch of infected buildings. I have more hunger than I'd like to have. Especially when I can't actually go buy food. Got crackers. Helped a little bit.
Those whom you save will speak for themselves.
It's time to address the younger generation of the feudals. What will you ask of me today? Today, we'll attempt to convert Vlad the Younger. We'll search for allies among the termites. Whatever you say. I've thought about approaching Victor. He's a more powerful figure, but the Utopians are much too fierce. Our escapade yesterday must have infuriated Maria. How do I approach Vlad the Younger? He's a simple person. He doesn't need recommendations or introductions. That said, he is cynical. We need an incentive. He loves money most of all, but he has other weaknesses too. After all, he's not digging that well for the money. I doubt he's looking for treasure there. What am I to do? Ask his sister what he likes besides money. She'll be eager to talk about him. Soon as her light-filled thoughts fly toward him, he will feel Capella's sorrow for him. This will soften him and place him in our hands. That's what I'll do then. Charon, or Charon if you want to get Greek. Vlad the Younger is drifting towards the utopian heresy, but he is not yet a full-blown fanatic like the twins. He is the heir of a very powerful family, though, and it will be a disaster if he pleads allegiance to Maria. Hopefully Capella will be able to advise me on what I should say to get Vlad's ear. Yeah, I'm 90% sure he's not interested at all in money. He only wants that money so that he can do his weird juju magic stuff. And keep digging wells. Okay. So, I won't bother. Yulia's kinda on the way. I'm a little bit afraid of going to sleep. Because I'm afraid of, too much exhaustion. I might need to prowl the night for a while. Oh, shit. Random villagers are attacking me now because of my reputation. Okay, let's see. Can I even defend myself? Or do I lower my reputation for that? Peace be upon thee. You have a lot of health. Okay. Oh, it does hurt my reputation. That's rough. Okay, so the entire town is going to be out to kill me. Shit. I'm not sure what to do about this. I mean, maybe if I'm lucky. It just keeps getting worse. Okay. Well, this has been an interesting twist. I don't even know how I'm going to get my reputation up. I don't know how I'm going to get food. Uh-oh. I might have to murder someone in order to even get food. This is gonna be tough. Ooh, not the worst idea. If I hang out for a while in a looted district, because at least regular people won't spawn there. I'll still have to deal with the patrolmen, but especially because no, this district is plagued right now, not looted. This is going to be a dome scratcher. All the same, here's the mime performance, and we'll close it up for the night after this.
So here we are.
So much blood was spilled.
Spilled? You mean by accident? Something you had nothing to do with?
It had to be done so that we could move forward. We're on the path to victory. Don't you agree?
We are. Now we know how to fight Sanpest for real. False rumors have been disproven. It's no demon. These are just tiny particles that die quickly if they can't bite into hot blood.
People fear Katarina's prophecy.
People only fear bloodshed when it's their blood and their shed.
Blood. Blood is nothing but a nutritional medium. He who sows blood reaps a ripe harvest.
Well, it's going to be a hell of a thing dealing with reputation this low, but it'll be an interesting experience. So, I should be doing this again Wednesday. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm mostly sure. Because tomorrow, don't expect Deadly Premonition. Because the woman has Wednesday off. And so she wants to take Tuesday night, and we're probably going to do Dragon Warrior and hang out. Maybe Dragon Quest. We'll see where it goes. I think that she wants to finish Dragon Warrior before going back to Dragon Quest. Beyond that, though, we should follow up. What will this be? Day 6? Day 6 will follow up Wednesday, and then Deadly Premonition Thursday. I might do a second Deadly Premonition stream sometime this week, but this might just turn into a one Deadly Premonition. And Sig might end up doing Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest this week. Anyway, I went on almost an hour longer than I planned to, but I think it was worth it. Maybe. So beyond that, I'm outie. I pop this boy. Bam. Live to ride, boys.